Okay, so in this closed loop, when there is a voltage source V and R1 and R2, these three connected in series. V1 will be the voltage drop across R1 and V2 will be the voltage drop across R2. So last time I discussed about the Kirchhoff voltage law. So what will be the Kirchhoff voltage law? Kirchhoff voltage law will be this. Kirchhoff voltage law will be this. That means when we start from here and move around the closed loop, from this point to this point there is a voltage rise from negative to positive. So I have written it as minus V plus V1 because there is a voltage drop plus V2 will be this sum will be equal to 0 according to Kirchhoff voltage law. ठीक है, rise in the voltages is equal to drops in the voltages. Total voltage rises in a loop is equal to total voltage drops in a loop, sum of voltage drops in a loop. So that this equation will imply V to be equal to V1 plus V2. And what is V1 and what is V2? I R1, if we substitute these two values here, we will get it to be like this. So that the current value will be V by R1 plus R2. Okay, V by R1 plus R2. If we equivalently see this circuit as a simple resistor R, then the R equivalent will be R1 plus R2. Okay, so this mathematics tells us that the equivalent resistance of any number of resistors connected in series is the sum of individual resistances. Okay, so whenever resistances are connected in series, they are equivalently added together. And resistors in series, then they can be added together. Simply we can add together. Okay. Okay. So whenever there is a series connection of resistors, we can add together. Okay. Now this discussion can be further moved to, if we put this value of I, this value of I is this, and we substitute this to here, what would we get? V1 will be equal to R1 by R1 plus R2 V, and V2 will be R1 plus R2 V. Okay, this is the voltage divider rule. This law is called voltage divider rule, and it means that the source voltage V is divided among the resistor in the directly proportion to their resistances. The larger resistances will have larger voltage drop. Larger resistances will have larger voltage drops, and this is called principle of voltage division. And in the circuit is called voltage divider circuit. Voltage divider circuit. In general, the voltage divider circuit of n resistances in series, then the voltage on the nth resistance will be this Rn divided by total resistances, sum of total resistances into V, the voltage supplied. It means whenever there is a two resistances connected in series to a voltage supply, then there is a voltage drop. For example, suppose if we have this as, let us suppose this is 2 ohm, let us suppose this is R1 is 2 ohm and R2 is 3 ohm, and suppose voltage is 5 volt, then what will be V1 according to voltage divider rule? What will be V1? V1 will be resistance R1. V1 is the voltage drop across the resistance R1. So resistance V1, resistance R1 divided by total resistances, yani 2 plus 3 these are connected in series, into V. V is 5. V is 5. V is 5. So that this will be equal to what? What will be V1?
Volt.
What will be V1? Are you getting my voice? First year?
2 volt.
V1 will be 2 volt. Okay. And what will be V2? V2 will be 3 divided by 2 plus 3 into 5, which means it will be equal to how much? 3 volt.
3 volt.
3 volt. So what does it mean? It means that the voltage which is supplied, this is 5 volt, it is being divided into voltage drop across R1 and R2, and higher the resistance will have the higher voltage. Therefore, higher voltage drop will be across 3 ohm resistance, this is 3 volt, and lower voltage will have lower resistance. That means 2 volts. Okay. So that means the series connected resistances act as an voltage divider. This is called voltage divider circuit. Whenever resistances are connected in series, they divide the voltage among them in proportion to their resistance values. Higher resistance will have higher voltage and lower resistance will have lower voltage. Okay, this is what we call the voltage division rule. This is what we call the voltage division rule. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So similarly, let us move our discussion to when the resistances are connected in parallel, then what happens? Let us suppose R1 and R2 are connected in parallel. Parallelly connected resistances means their both ends are common. This is node A, and this is node B, and both the resistances are connected in at the same nodes, node A and node B, across the same nodes. Then the resistances are said to be in parallel connection. Okay. So in parallel connection, what happens? Their voltage will be the same because they are connected in parallel. In series, their current is same. In series connection, the current flowing through the resistances were same. In parallel connection, the voltage across them is same. So V will be equal to, this means if V is the supply, then total voltage V will be I1 into R1 and I2 into R2, where I1 is the current through R1, R1, and I2 is the current through R2. So what will be I1? I1 will be V divided by R1, and I2 will be I divided by R2. Okay, so that Kirchhoff current law says at the node A, I will be equal to I1 plus I2. Incoming current will be equal to the outgoing current, I1 and I2. So this will be Kirchhoff current law. Okay, and when we substitute these into this equation, we will get it to be total I, net I can be written as I1 plus I2, where I1 is V by R1 and I2 is V by R2, so that it can be written like this: V by I1 by R2, and this, so that the equivalent resistance can be written as equivalent resistance which can be replaced, which can replace this network, Okay, so it will be equal to R equivalent, which can be written as R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. यानी कि parallel connected resistance will have net value as R1 plus R2, R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This will be the equivalent resistance of two parallelly connected resistances. Equivalent resistance of two parallelly connected resistances. Okay. Now in this case, when the two resistances are connected in parallel, the current divides itself. This current, total I, divide its value to I1 and I2, where the voltage is same. Voltage is same. The current divides itself into I1 and I2. Now what is particular about the current division? The current can be written as I1 R2 I1 R1 plus R2. This will be the current value through this branch. Current flowing through this branch. If we substitute the value of I here, we will get it to be like this. Okay, and which shows that the total current I shared by the resistor in inverse proportion to their resistances. Inverse proportion to their resistance. यहाँ पे था voltage division was directly proportional to resistances, but the current division is inverse proportion to their resistances, and this is known as principle of current division. Principle of current division या current divider rule. Okay, it means that the larger current flows to the smaller resistance. For example, suppose we have a current, suppose 3 ampere current is there, 3 ampere current is there, and it has to be divided into a path of two parallelly connected resistances. Two parallelly connected resistances. Okay. Here it is 3 ampere. So what will be the current here? Here also it will be a 3 ampere current. Okay, according to Kirchhoff voltage law, incoming current is equal to outgoing current through any loop, any part of the loop. Okay, but what about this current? What will be the current which is flowing through here? Let us suppose this is 1 ohm resistance, and let us suppose this is 2 ohm resistance. Okay, so current through 1 ohm resistance will be, current through 1 ohm resistance will be how much? It is inversely proportional. यहाँ पे देखेंगे ना आप, I1 is equal to R2 I प्लस R1 प्लस R2, यानी कि जो इसके साथ की रेजिस्टेंस है, यानी कि R2 यानी कि 2 1 plus 2 into 3. So it means that current through I1 1 ampere will be 3 by 3 goes 2 ampere, 2 ampere, and current through 2 ohm resistance will be how much? One ampere. So here it will be 2 ampere, and here it will be 1 ampere. Here it will be 1 ampere. So smaller the resistance, higher will be the current. Smaller the resistance, here this resistance is 1 ohm. 1 ohm resistance will have 2 ampere current, and 2 ohm resistance will have 1 ampere current. So higher the resistance, lower will be the current flowing through it. Lower will be the current flowing through it. It depends upon the, it is inversely proportional to the resistances. जितनी भी रेजिस्टेंस ज़्यादा होगी उसमें करंट कम फ्लो करेगा. ओके, फर्स्ट ईयर. I hope you
Yes,
got
sir.
you got my point. In the extreme cases, let us suppose if the resistance is zero. If the resistance is zero, then what will happen? The whole current will pass through it. If resistance is zero, then what will happen? If this resistance R2 is zero, then I1 will be zero. If R2 is zero, I1 will be zero. And what will be the current? Either R2 0 या R1 से R1 cancel, I2 will be equal to I. यानी कि whole current will pass through this branch. Whole current will pass through short circuit. This is called short circuit. If R2 is 0, then it is called short circuit, and this whole I will pass through this value, and here it will be 0 value. No current will pass through this branch. Okay, current always take the smaller resistance path. Smaller resistance path. करंट हमेशा स्मॉलर रेजिस्टेंस पाथ से जाता है, ठीक है, और जो हाई रेजिस्टिव पाथ होता है उसमें कम जाता है. तो यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस जीरो है, तो सारा का सारा करंट यहीं से पास कर जाएगा, और यहाँ से करंट जो है वो जीरो पास करेगा. ऐसे ही अगर सपोज यहाँ पे इन्फानाइट रेजिस्टेंस है, इन्फानाइट रेजिस्टेंस मीन्स कनेक्शन टूटा हुआ है, मतलब कि ओपन सर्किट है, इसको कहते हैं ओपन सर्किट. when the resistance path is zero, no current can pass through it because loop is not completed. Okay, so in this circuit loop is not completed, therefore no current will pass through it, and the whole current will pass through I1. If resistance R2 is infinite, then we can have this as 0. Infinite, R2 is very very high, so these two will go, and I1 will be equal to I, and R2 is infinite, so this I2 will be equal to 0. So I1 will be equal to I, and I2 will be equal to 0. So open circuit and short circuit में ये फर्क है कि open circuit में no current can pass, and short circuit में whole current has to pass. Short circuit में whole current has to pass. Short circuit means the resistance value is 0. Resistance value is 0, and open circuit means resistance value is कितना है? resistance value open circuit में कितना है? Infinite. Okay, resistance value is infinite, so that no current can pass through it. Okay, so these two are the extreme cases of short circuit and open circuit. Okay, let us discuss about this problem. What will be the equivalent resistance here? What will be the equivalent resistance here? Now in this circuit you can see that these two resistances are connected in series. Why these are connected in series? क्यों सीरीज में कनेक्टेड है? फर्स्ट ईयर 180 ओम रेजिस्टेंस इज कनेक्ट.
कि इसका जो एंड है वो कॉमन है, दोनों का एंड कॉमन है. सिंगल
एंड कॉमन है, ये वाला एंड कॉमन है. सो व्हाट विल बी देयर टोटल रेजिस्टेंस? इसका सम और इसका सम. मैंने बताया ना, सीरीज रेजिस्टेंसेस आर just add up. Series resistances are just add up. So what will be the resistance here?
240
ohm. 240 ohm. Okay, now this 240 ohm resistance is connected in parallel to 60 ohm. Why this is connected in parallel? because both the ends are common. If single end is common, then they are connected in series. If both the ends are connected in common, then it means they will be in parallel. So यानी कि 240 ohm resistance is connected in parallel with the 60 ohm resistance. Okay, so what will be the equivalent resistance then? 240 अभी प्रूफ कराया था ना. What will be the equivalent resistance?
40.
ये होता है equivalent resistance of two parallelly connected resistances. Product of the resistance divided by sum of the resistance. Product of the resistance divided by sum of the resistance. यानी 240 into 60
48 आएगा सर.
divided by 240 plus 60. So what will it come? कितना आएगा?
48.
48
ohm. Net resistance will be 48 ohm. Okay. Net resistance will be 48 ohm. So it means here the equivalent resistance is 48 ohm. So what will be R equivalent then? R equivalent will be, what will be R equivalent? R equivalent will be, here it is resistance is 48, then it comes to be in series with the resistance 25. Series with the resistance 25. So 25 plus 48 कितना आ जाएगा?
73.
कितना आ जाएगा?
73.
73
73 ओम आ जाएगा. ओके, 73 ओम रेजिस्टेंस है total resistance. So this is how we can find out the equivalent resistance when the resistances are connected either in series or the parallel connections. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let us come to this problem.
Yes sir.
Let us come to this problem. So here you can see that these two resistances are in parallel. We have to find out basically all the currents. We have to find out the currents in all the branches. Okay. So here you can see that first of all we need to find out I1. For finding out I1 we need to find out the net resistance of the circuit. Net resistance of the circuit. Net resistance means resistance of this network. Resistance of this network. When we found out, we need to find out resistance of this network, so that I1 will be the voltage divided by total resistance of the network. Total resistance of the network. So finding out that means we need to find out equivalent resistance. What will be the equivalent resistance? यहाँ पे resistance कितनी होगी? 1 and 2 are connected in parallel. 1 and 2 are connected in parallel. Okay. So what will be this resistance? This will be 1 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2, यानी कि 2 by 3. 2 by 3 हो जाएगी ना. ये वाली रेजिस्टेंस इसके और इसके बीच की. ठीक है. ठीक है.
Yes sir.
Okay. Now this 2 by 3 resistance is connected in parallel with the 4 ohm resistance. So what will be the resistance here? यहाँ और यहाँ के बीच की. क्या होगी? 2 by 3 into 4 plus 2 by 3 plus 4 product of resistance divided by sum of resistance. This will be the net resistance here. So what will be this?
8 by 14.
4
8
by 7.
4 by 7 हो जाएगी ना?
Yes sir, 4 by 7.
4 by
4 by 7. So net resistance here will be 4 by 7, so that total resistance will be 3 ohm. अब क्योंकि ये इसके साथ सीरीज में, इसलिए 3 plus 4 by 7 कितना आ जाएगा ये?
25 by 7.
25 by 7.
कितना? 25 by
7.
net resistance will be 25 by 7. 25 by 7. Okay, so what will be I1 then? I1 कितना आएगा? टोटल वोल्टेज यानी कि 200, टोटल वोल्टेज इज 200 डिवाइडेड बाय 25 by 7. 25 by 7 कितना आएगा ये?
56.
28.
कितना आएगा?
56 एम्पियर.
56
आएगा.
56.
56 एम्पियर. ठीक है, ठीक है, एग्री? I1 will be 56. Okay.
Yes sir.
Okay. So what will be I2 then? I2 क्या होगा? Voltage divider, current divider rule. Current divider rule says that I2 will be resistance, this resistance divided by sum of these two resistances. ठीक है? So this resistance is 2 by 3, यानी कि 2 by 3 divided by sum of these two resistances. क्योंकि I1 जो है डिवाइड हो रहा है I2 और I3 में. I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. This is clear from the Kirchhoff current law. इस वाले पॉइंट पर इनकमिंग करंट इज I1 and outgoing current is I1 and I2 and I3. So I1 will be sum of I2 and I3. But what is I2 and what is I3? It is decided by the current divider rule. Okay, so current divider rule says that the resistance in other arm, ये है ना करंट डिवाइडर रूल, अभी किया हमने, ये है करंट डिवाइडर रूल. I1 is resistance in other arm, यानी R2 net current divided by sum of resistances. Similarly I2 is resistance of other arm, जो दूसरी आर्म है, R1. ठीक है. So what will be this? I2 2 by 3 plus 4 plus 2 by 3 ओके, ठीक है, into the current which is flowing through it. Current which is flowing through it is I1, यानी कि 56. So simply we can use current divider rule and find out I2. So what will be this? इसकी वैल्यू कितनी होगी?
8 एम्पीयर आ रही
8
है।
आएगा।
8 एम्पियर।
Okay, I am not calculating, I am just taking it the answer from your side. 8 ampere. And what will be I3 then? I3 बताइए, I3 क्या होगा?
48 एम्पियर।
नहीं नहीं, ऐसे बताइए, करंट डिवाइडर रूल। Current in other arm, resistance in other arm are 4 plus 4 plus 2 by 3, ठीक है, 4 plus 2 by 3, ये कितना आएगा? Into 56 of course, into 56 कितना आएगा ये? कितना आएगा?
48 आएगा सर।
48 सर।
48?
यस सर।
48. Okay. Similarly, I wish you can find out I4 and I5. I4 and I5 बताइए। I4 and I5
सर
कितना?
I4 32 एम्पियर, I5 16 एम्पियर।
I4 कितना होगा? I4 is
32 एम्पियर।
2 resistance is other arm plus 1 plus 2 sum of the resistances, और इसमें कौन सा करंट जा रहा है? I3 यानी कि 48.
40
So what will be this?
32
कितना?
32 एम्पीयर।
30
और I5 will be
16।
16
1 by 1 plus 2. Sixteen.
यस सर। यस सर।
16 है। Okay, so this is how we can solve the problem by using current divider rule, because these are connected, resistances connected in parallel. Whenever resistances are connected in parallel, they can be solved by current divider rule. Okay, now let us move to this problem. Let us move to this problem. इसमें बताइए, ट्राई कीजिए क्या आएगा। I1 एंड I2, इसमें चार करंट्स हैं, I1 I2 एंड I3 I4। सबसे पहले तो इसमें रेजिस्टेंस क्या होगी, नेट रेजिस्टेंस इसकी इस आर्म में कितनी होगी, इस आर्म में कितनी होगी, कितनी होगी 200 इंटू 50 डिवाइडेड बाय 200 प्लस 50, यही होगी। कितना आएगा ये वैल्यू,
4 ओम
40
14
14 आएगा।
40
40
कितना आएगा,
पर 40
40 ओम आएगा। और यहाँ पे क्या आएगा 60 इंटू 40 डिवाइडेड बाय 60
24 ओम
प्लस 40,
24
ये कितना आएगा
24 ओम
24 ओम। 24 ohm. So what will be the current here and sorry, because current is going downward, so this current should be flowing like this, ऐसे current source is downward, okay, current source is downward, so these currents will be flowing like this. What will be this current, ये वाला करंट क्या होगा इस साइड में। अब ये दोनों रेजिस्टेंसेस पैरेलल में है क्योंकि दोनों के एंड पॉइंट सेम है, ये वाला एंड पॉइंट और ये वाला एंड पॉइंट दोनों सेम है, यानी कि 24 ओम रेजिस्टेंस इज कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल विद द 40 ओम रेजिस्टेंस। 24 ओम रेजिस्टेंस इज कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल विद द 40 ohm resistance. Okay, these two are connected in parallel because their end points are same. Okay, so what will be this value of the current? This value of the current will be 40, यानी कि resistance in other arm divided by total resistance, यानी 40 plus 24 into the net value of the current, which is 16. So what will be this value?
ampere
10 ampere
10 ampere।
यस सर
और यहाँ पे क्या रेस वैल्यू होगी 24 डिवाइडेड बाय 40 प्लस 24 इंटू 16, तो ये वैल्यू कितनी होगी
6 एम्प
6 ampere. So it means this current is 10 ampere and this current is 6 ampere.
6 ampere.
Okay, so that total current is 16 ampere. Total current is 16 amperes. 10 plus 6 is 16. Okay. Okay. Now find out I1.
यस सर
What will be I1?
24/5.
I1 will be resistance in other arm, यानी कि 200, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी डिवाइड हो रहा है. दिस 6 एम्पियर रेजिस्टेंस इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 रेजिस्टेंसेस. 200 डिवाइडेड बाय 200 प्लस 50. 200 plus 50 into the net current, this is 6. तो कितना आएगा ये?
24/5.
4.8.
कितना आएगा?
4.8.
4.8.
4.8.
ऐसे ही I2 निकालिए. I2 कितना आएगा? 50
1.2.
1.2.
50 divided by 200 into 50 into 6. This will be 1.2.
Yes, sir.
1.2 ampere. Okay, so this will be 1.2. ऐसे ही I3 निकालिए. I3 कितना आएगा?
6 ampere.
I3 is 40 and 60. 40 and 60 means कि 40 से कितना जा रहा है? 60 divided by 40 plus 60 into 10 ampere.
10 ampere.
कितना आएगा ये?
6 ampere.
6.
And what will be I4 then?
4
ampere.
ampere.
4 ampere. Okay, so this will be the current values, 4 current values. We have found out this by using which rule? किस रूल से निकाला ये?
Current
करंट डिवाइडर रूल.
Divide.
Current divider. Now in this problem the direction of current is given. Direction of current is like this, from this point to this point. Okay, I1 की डायरेक्शन ये है, बट एक्चुअली में जो करंट हमने निकाला है उसकी डायरेक्शन क्या है? उसकी डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है. हैव यू नोटेड डाउन दिस? क्योंकि ये करंट सोर्स डाउनवर्ड है, इसलिए ये जो करंट्स होंगे ये ऐसे होंगे. फ्रॉम इधर ये ऐसे जाएंगे और इधर ये ऐसे जाएंगे. ठीक है. जब ये करंट ऐसे जा रहा है और यहाँ पे कोई सोर्स नहीं है, तो ये जो करंट है इसकी डायरेक्शन ऐसे होगी, ऐसे ही इसकी डायरेक्शन ऐसे. सो एक्चुअली में जो करंट I1 और I2 हैं वो नेगेटिव वैल्यूज ऑफ दीज हैं, यानी कि ये इट विल बी I1 विल बी नेगेटिव वैल्यू ऑफ I1 विल बी इक्वल टू दिस. सो I1 will be minus 4.8. I1 will be minus 4.8. I2 will be minus 1.2. I3 will be minus 6 ampere and I4 will be minus 4 ampere. Because their direction is opposite. Minus current means direction is opposite to the direction which is given. Okay? Okay?
Yes, sir.
ओके. सो इसमें डायरेक्शन जो हमने इससे पहले की थी उसमें पॉजिटिव थी, क्योंकि करंट की डायरेक्शन डाउनवर्ड ही थी. ओके. बट इसमें जो करंट की डायरेक्शन वो नेगेटिव है, क्योंकि इसमें जो डायरेक्शन गिवन है, जो पूछी गई है, वो डायरेक्शन इसने इस वाले प्रॉब्लम में फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट दिखाई है, जबकि एक्चुअल में जो करंट आया है वो राइट टू लेफ्ट है. हैंस I1 विल बी माइनस ऑफ 4.8 एम्पियर जो हमने निकाला है. ऐसे ही I2 विल बी माइनस ऑफ 1.2 एम्पियर. ओके ओके फर्स्ट ईयर.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Let us now move to the problem which we were discussing last time. जो हमने लास्ट टाइम एक प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस कर रही थी उसे बीच में छोड़ दिया था. हमने कहा था वो नेक्स्ट टाइम करेंगे. वो प्रॉब्लम थी ये. ठीक है, इसमें हमें I0 और V0 निकालना है. ठीक है, तो लास्ट टाइम हमने बताया था ये दोनों पैरेलल में हैं. सबसे पहले तो हमें ये वाला करंट निकालना है. निकाल लिया था वैसे लास्ट टाइम हमने, लेकिन लेट अस डू इट अगेन ऑल्सो. सो व्हाट विल बी दिस करंट? दिस करंट विल बी 200 डिवाइडेड बाय द नेट रेजिस्टेंस वैल्यू हेयर. सो दिस करंट विल बी 200 divided by 70 parallel with 30 plus 20 parallel with 5. ये होगा. ठीक है, कितनी आएगी इसकी वैल्यू? फर्स्ट ईयर
25.
25 आएगी.
नो सर आगे यूनिट बता दी. ये जो आपका नीचे था 200 डिवाइड बाय 25.
8
200 डिवाइड बाय 25 सर, तो 8.
कितना आएगा?
सर
8 एम्पियर आएगा.
यस सर.
Sir, 8 ampere.
और ये करंट कितना आएगा और ये करंट कितना आएगा? करंट थ्रू 70 ohm will be equal to 30
सर
Div-
2.5
divide
2.4.
70 plus 30 into 8 एम्पियर. कितना आएगा?
Sir, 2.4.
और करंट थ्रू 30 ओम कितना आएगा?
5.6.
कितना?
5.5.
ये कितना आएगा?
5.6.
5.6. Okay. Now similarly in this lower branch the current has to return back to the battery of 8 ampere. So what will be the current flowing through these two resistances? क्योंकि net current is 8 ampere, so again there is a voltage current division of 8 ampere. So what will be the current which is flowing through 20 ohm resistance? कितना आएगा? 5 by 20 plus 5, 20 plus 5 into 8, कितना आएगा ये?
वन पॉइंट सिक्स एम्पियर
1.6.
जी सर
1.6 और यहाँ पे 5 ohm में
सर
6
6.4 AM सर
20
6.4
divided by
M
25 into 8, ये कितना आएगा?
6.4
6.4 ampere. Okay, so all the four currents we have found out. So in this point, at this point, what will be KCL imply? KCL will imply I1 will be, I0 will be equal to how much? This current I70 ohm minus this current I20 ohm. I70 कितना है? 2.4 और I20 है 1.6. So what will be this current? This current will be 0.8
0.8.
ampere.
0.8
Okay. 0.8 ampere. And what will be V0 then? V0 कितना होगा? V0 will be 5 ohm into current flowing through it, 5 ohm. यही होगा. 5 ohm के थ्रू क्या करंट जा रहा है? 6.4. 6.4 into 5 कितना आएगा?
32
32 volt. This will be V0. Okay, so this was the problem which we discussed last time and not completed. Okay, this time we completed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
आई होप आपने नोट डाउन की हैं चीज़ें.